Trust me, I do read the comment section, I even reply from time to time, and occasionally I respond in a video format, and that's what today's video is going to be. So user Dirk Harrod says, do you think it's competitively viable to use a sidearm to counter shotties?
Oh, I'm suppressed. Oh my god, no. No one pushing? Let's see. They're spawning A. They're spawning C, guys. Try to like flip that spawn if you can. Trying to get an angle on power. You got a rock wall?
There's one bird on me.
Rock wall dead. Still spawning C on cam. Nice job.
Nice. One.
To answer the question a little bit more in depth, I'm going to roll some sidearm gameplay in the background while I talk about it. Personally, today I played a lot of competitive, fooling around with both sidearms and submachine guns with a variety of different teammates, so not the exact same team composition every time. But if I had to give you a general impression of a sidearm's capabilities, I would say if you're comfortable using a sniper rifle in the mid-range, then by all means pick up a sidearm to cover point blank. Your other alternative would be to just run two primary weapons instead of a special. But for you to take the most advantage of running two primaries, you need to have teammates that also have loadouts that make sense. For example, if everybody ran primaries without special, well then the enemy team would mollywop you because they would still always have special. You're not bleeding them a special like you think you are because they're able to pick special ammo up off their own corpses, whereas you're not able to pick up any. With this in mind, you want to have a good mix of primaries and specials, but if you want to be, a little bit extra, then you can run two specials if your teammates can help you collect some green. I feel that a sidearm's viability, like most weapons in this game, are map dependent. If it's a close range map like Endless Vale, by all means use a sidearm because it's close quarters, you're naturally going to take advantage of a sidearm's strength. Whereas a longer map, even like the one you're seeing in the background, Radiant Cliffs, it might make more sense to pair your snipe with maybe a Not Forgotten or a Luna's Howl, because even at mid to long, you can still clean up with a hand cannon headshot or a hand cannon body shot after a snipe body shot. Whereas with the sidearm, you lose that capability, so you pretty much have to disengage on every shot. But if you feel that at a certain range you're at a disadvantage, try to use your exotic and subclass choice to mitigate that disadvantage or give you even more of an advantage in other areas. An easy example off the top of the head is the Voidwalker instant kill grenade, since it gives you another close quarters alternative. In this gameplay though, I'm using Syntheseps with Code of the Missile, so that if I ballistic slam, I might be able to kill crowds of people, and if I slide over ammo, I not only reload the weapon, but have, just a weaker version of kill clip, which actually makes my sidearm 2-tap instead of 3-tap. On the same note, a perk you should look out for on your sidearm is definitely kill clip or rampage, because that time to kill reduction is very noticeable. But unfortunately, that doesn't make a sidearm become an instant kill. It's just not the case. It's not that kind of weapon. The way I think about it is that a sidearm is not a shotgun counter, but rather a sniper rifle helper. It allows you the flexibility to hold closer, tighter angles while still having an exit strategy with the time to kill that a sidearm allows in close quarters to maybe counter a point-blank shotgun rush. Whereas with the hand cannon, you just plain out don't have the time to kill to do it, even with the Not Forgotten or Luna's Howl. So as a result, you'll probably tend to stick to medium range or even longer sight lines, so if a shotgun rusher wants to pursue you, there's more distance for him to close the gap. But in doing so, that might put you too far away from your teammates, so you can't be an immediate help. On the same note, in competitive, I feel that teams of 4 shotguns or teams of 4 snipes are pretty much doomed for failure when playing a team of the same or greater skill. I think a mix of the two, or even 3 shotgun, 1 snipe, is probably the magic number. So my recommendation is to play the role that best fits your strengths and your team's needs. If it turns out your team needs more close quarters presence, but not necessarily less sniper rifles, then by all means, pull out the sidearm. But there's a third option I haven't mentioned. You can actually pretty comfortably pair Telesto and a sidearm, which in my opinion is definitely a shotgun counter. You have Telesto for instant kills on the floor, even a pretty reasonable medium range kill, and then you have the sidearm for everything close range. To quickly recap everything I said, the sidearm isn't a hard shotgun counter, but rather it takes away a bit of the close quarters disadvantage of the snipe. At the end of the day, intelligently selecting your subclass and exotic armor around your overall team composition, you can definitely make sidearms a viable competitive option. For those looking for a shotgun counter on the other hand, I suggest picking up a shotgun and learning to shotgun, and then using that skill to reverse engineer their perspective. Think in their shoes. What is the best path to take? When is the best time to rush somebody? Should I be using my primary to weaken my target so that I have a longer one-hit kill follow-up with the shotgun? After you understand the shotgun's capabilities, you're more apt to make better positioning decisions, and by that point you could probably defeat a shotgun with sticks and stones, let alone a sidearm and a snipe. But if you still feel that there's no counter to a shotgun, well then, no shame in using a shotgun, because this is the competitive playlist after all, and you're playing to win. For those of you still grinding for the Not Forgotten or Luna's Hell, good luck. I really hope that this video was somewhat helpful.